as a society, we need to stop being so mindless. Going through our days like a checklist and without truly having any sort of thought. And I actually think that, I don't know if you can even see that, the guy right there, he put those clothes on so mindlessly. Look at him. He looks like a 5-year-old child. Just look at him. I think he's wearing his wife's shorts. It's just, I'm sick of it. Myself included. We were going through life so mindlessly. And I thought that this morning in my meditation, I was thinking, meditation is nice. It brings my mind and my body back onto the same timeline. Because I get so stuck in my head that I kind of forget that I'm here in this real world. And time flies by really fast when I'm only living in my head. Because I don't have anything to reflect upon as a proof of my existence other than the fact that I thought things, So it's kind of like how I was saying the other day, is like driving. If you sit in a car driving for 10 minutes, you're going to go very far as compared to sitting looking at a wall. The same amount of time passed, but you actually did something. And that's how we should look at life, is like with purpose, having something pulling us in a certain direction. And like, we're not just there existing, And let's see, where's my little notebook? I don't know. I'm very passionate about this today because I'm so sick. I'm late today to go to Ethan's house. It's noon right now. I told him I was going to be there at 10. I woke up at 8 and I played piano for 30 minutes. I meditated, I wrote, and I finished the creative act. And I had a good morning, and I'm happy with that, and I'm content. But it's like, I'm so sick of when I'm not doing that and when I'm just kind of floating through. And it's kind of like, I feel like personally I'm on this never-ending journey of trying to master time, and even in Kung Fu Panda 4, I was just in theaters like a month ago watching it, and it was like, what's life's greatest enemy? Time. I was like, yeah, that's facts. The first time a kids movie has actually said something true in the past 20 years. Now it's all about gay people and shit. It's fucking annoying as fuck. Sorry Nana for my language, but it's annoying. You know what else is annoying? My camera not working. I'm gonna be so pissed if this thing's not filming. So let me pull up to this red light right now. No. I watched Tyler the Creator's NPR Music today. Let me see here. Oh, it's still filming. Okay, good. Okay. So let's get into it. Yesterday, I was skating in the street, and I was fully on one side of the street, and this car came and was going the other way, and they had like 5 to 10 feet between me and the car, and they like almost slammed on their brakes and went like 2 miles an hour past me. And I was like, what the hell? And I was like, Leah was waiting, holding the dogs, because Ethan was cleaning his car, taking pictures of it to resell it. Ethan, my stepbrother. And Leah was like, yo, watch out. Like, they're slowing down. And I was like, for what? Like people have forgotten how to drive with people in the road because nobody's outside anymore. Like, we live in the suburb little thing, and you never see kids playing. You barely ever see people walking. There's a middle school, or like a little kindergarten right down the street, and I never see the kids. Like, except for when I go out and take the dogs on a walk by the park. Like, I see the kids on the playground. But it's like, why are we so shelled and limited? The society is living in such a limited world. Like, nobody does anything anymore. We're all just stuck on electronics. And, like, nobody's saying anything. Like, it's so annoying. It feels like we're robbing our future generations' kids of their childhood. Just like they don't know any better. And it's like, I picked up a skateboard yesterday and I forgot, like, wow, I forgot I'm actually kind of good at this. Like, I did a tray flip first try, I did a double kick flip, I did a regular kick flip, I did a kick flip off of a curb, and it was like I never stopped. And I was like, wow, why did I stop using my body for fun? Like, that could be taken funny out of context, but it's like, when did I stop, like, going biking, going skating, going skiing, going snowboarding? It's like I've been stuck in my own head because I've been trying to get out of these electronic world, and it's like trying to find the balance of living a normal life as if it's 100 years ago, and it's just your mind, your body, and the world, and trying to conquer it. And it's difficult, and it's hard because it's so lonely, because nobody else is on this journey. Everybody's feeling it So that's my first job, is to awaken people, to actually awaken that subconscious feeling we all have of we're being taken advantage of. And we're losing our singular life for what? Instant gratification. So it's like we need to master understanding patience, discipline, and delayed gratification so that we can start mastering ourselves to the point where we can actually do what we want to do instead of doing what is put in front of us. You know, I was listening to this thing with Steve Jobs today. Hold on, let me make sure it's still filming, because I'm getting real passionate right now. I'm getting real passionate. I was listening to this thing with Steve Jobs today, and he was like, people grow, or, I'm going to butcher it, but he was saying that we grow up in such a limited world, and the entire world that we live in, and we're told don't go out the boundaries, don't go close to the walls, but this entire world we live in was created by people no smarter than I. Like, no smarter than us as a collective, no smarter than, like, we're all creating things, and it's like, why are we, he said, you know, sometimes you can just poke life and something else will pop out, and you can mold it and shape it to however you want. So stop living in a world that people have put in front of you. And actually, now that I think about it, it connects to something I said the other day. It was like, I was talking to Ethan, I was like, I'm so sad for society that in the suburbs, let me restart. Ethan and I were on a walk with the dogs at night, and we climbed up on the top of one of those baseball cages, and we were looking up at the stars. And I sat up and I was like, how sad is it that these people everywhere in all these neighborhoods, nearly everything they have was designed by somebody else. Like, it's just so sad. We're trading our time for money so we can buy things that someone else created. And it's almost like lazy, you know? And I'm just so sick of it. I need to get out. I need to get out of this mess. I mean, I am, actually right now, which brings me to the next thing. Money magnification. My money right now is being magnified. Or no, it's being multiplied. And I'm a money magnet, and it's multiplying my money while I focus on one thing, magnifying it. So it's funny. But it's like, with my new server, being a server now at Dargan's, I just had my second training shift tomorrow, or no, Sunday's my last training shift, and then I'm officially a server. This kid, Cody, is not the greatest server. He's still new himself. And last night on a slow Wednesday in the middle of the week, he made $230 in 5 hours. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, even my best skills hustling, I could not make that much money that fast. So it's like, sometimes getting a job is actually smarter. But then I think about it, I'm like, I was working 240 hours, 250 hours a month at Ford, making $4,000, making minimum wage. Whereas working a job where you can make tips, and you can work extra hard to make more tips, and like be better, you know, where people tip you higher, and have the opportunity where people just tip you $100 for no reason. Like, with all of that, it's insane. Like, I will be making almost as much as I did at Ford, working 1/3 or even 1/4 of the hours per month, which is insane. And it allows me to go to Ethan's every day and use my money and make more money out of my money. And I realized that last night. I'm already an investor. That's why I know I'm going to be very successful financially, is because right now my bank account is always empty, and that looks bad for anybody who doesn't understand money. But my money is always somewhere making more money. And I was telling Ethan, my stepbrother Ethan, last night when we were going to bed, I was like, it's so funny because like now that I don't need money and I'm not in it, like I still am holding on to my scarcity mindset, and I make myself feel like I have no money, so I'm always hungry for it. But now that I don't need it, like more money is coming at me and I'm getting more opportunity for it. And it's just so crazy. And it's like, I feel like it's kind of like we become who we fear the most. So it's like when you manifest it, when you think about it a ton. And it was like, I was afraid of having no money and afraid of being broke. Now I'm almost like more happy to be broke because you have like less problems. But there's also a happy medium of having money and not having too many problems, because more money, more problems. But at the same time, like, if you know what you're doing, there's not really that many problems. Anyway, but it's just crazy. Let me make sure this is still filming. Yes, it's still filming. Oh my God, I'm so happy right now. Okay, cool. I really hope the audio is recording too. That'd be crazy. Okay, so money motivator. Yesterday, Leo, we brought surfboards to the pool after we went to the park for like 4 hours and did a workout, and or like 2 hours. Leo and I went to the pool with Bella, and Leo we got the surfboards. He surfed across the entire pool. He ran, jumped on it, and slid very slowly. And he went all the way across and then stepped off the surfboard onto the sidewalk. So he went across like 40 feet, the community pool. And, which is also funny because there's nobody ever at the pool. Even on the hottest days, there's like a couple hundred houses that could go there and nobody goes. There's nobody anywhere. It's like we live in a nuke town. It's so weird. But anyway, so I was like, Leo, I'll give you $5 if you can do that. And he had 2 minutes to do it before I had to leave for work. And he did it. And then he did it again halfway across the pool. He's like, if I do it again, do I get another $5? And I was like, sure. And then he actually made it. And I was like, damn. And so the money motivator, same thing happened with Gordon, my good friend. The first time he ever asked a girl for her number, I told him, I'll give you $10 if you do it. People will go out of their comfort zone for money. And that's insane to me. People will push themselves harder than anything before, harder than they'll push themselves if there's motivation of money behind it, which is sad, but also incredible. And it's kind of like, and it's such a small amount of money too. Like $10 is realistically nothing. Like that's like less than a meal nowadays. Like even Burger King or something, it's like $17 for a meal. Like bro, what? So I just thought that was crazy how big of a motivator money is. And it's kind of like you can control the world with money. It's like a carrot and oh fuck, this tripod sucks. It's like if you put a carrot in front of a horse, it's gonna keep running after it. Hold on, let me make sure it's still filming. It's still filming. Tilt this upwards. Oh, today is so beautiful. I love this overcast. Well, yesterday we went to the park and we did a workout. I did 200 push-ups, 200 air squats, and 20 back flips, and a couple front flips and side flips. And then I also walked around a bunch while reading Jordan Peterson. And it was crazy because during that workout, I was doing 20 push-ups, 20 air squats, 2 back flips, and then 30 breaths, like a little meditation in between each set, like nonstop. Like that really slowed time down, and the rest of my day felt very long. And I was like, wow, if you do something that really like slows time down because it sucks, like a hard workout, if you do that early in the day, the rest of the day feels long because it's like your comparison, like for time, is different than just floating through. I don't know. I'm just gonna move on from that one. But yeah, I forced myself to finish even though I wanted to quit the entire time, and it's like that feels so good when you finally finish. And even today, my legs are super sore, more sore than any workout at the gym. So it's like, I need to master my body weight before I start lifting any more weights. Like, I was like, damn, like how sad is it? My body was struggling to just lift my own body. That was sad. Woo, okay. I think that's everything. Yeah, so no money magnifier. I don't have a scarcity mindset, sort of. Money makes money, more opportunity. And one of the less that I'm looking for it, the more opportunity comes to me. And it's like I now have options. And it's kind of like, I feel like that's with everything. It's like with money, with women, with jobs, like more opportunity keeps coming to you the less you need it. And it reminds me of this quote I heard in a Matthew McConaughey documentary. He was saying that after his first job in Dazed and Confused, he talked to the guy who got him the job, and he's like, I need to get an agent and I need to like start getting out there. And he's like, stop! The second you need it, you're done. When you need it, Hollywood will no longer need you. And it's kind of like, he was saying like in general, like if you need something, it is not going to happen for you. And I was kind of reading that in the Creative Act. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. I was reading that in the Creative Act. He was saying, when you need to, if you need your art to survive, it will not be as powerful as just making it, just to create it, and just to feel okay inside, and like as a therapy. And so I was like, wow, like that's why I want to master money, because I feel like money is honestly the root of a lot of like almost everything in like business. So it's like if I can master that. Hold on, this guy right next to me is really bothering me. Ugh, I hate when people just watch me. It makes me so sidetracked. But if I can master money, and I already have basically, like there's a certain point where now that I have enough money and I don't have to worry about anything, it's like, I don't have to worry about anything yet. It's like, I feel so relaxed and I feel like my mind is clear. I can start thinking about what I love to do and focusing on what I want to do with my life. which is really awesome because I did that before I made any monumental decisions like getting married, going to college, going into the military, doing like anything that's like a life-changing decision. I mastered money first so that I didn't do anything out of fear. I did it because I do it because I want to do it. And so it's huge. And I feel like so many people don't have that. Not only do they not make their own decisions, but like their parents tell them to make decisions, but like they just don't make it with the right reasons, and they don't understand that because they don't have clarity yet. And I honestly feel like when you have your shit together, you have so much clarity and you start working towards what you actually want to spend your life doing. And that's why I feel like I'm winning, even though I still feel all these self-doubt, depression, sadness, joy, stuff. Like I feel so many things, but it's like I have my shit together and I know I want to keep doing this. I don't want to do anything else. And I want to stay open for opportunity. Serving is a money hack. Okay, loyalty. So there's this girl at my work who I have an infatuation for. I think she's awesome. And I love her energy. I think she's too much of a yes girl. Like she's like says yes to everything I say. I'm like bro, like I want conversation. I don't want you to just nod and be absolutely in love with me. Like I want to actually get to know you. Can you please stop going, yeah. Like just please. I want to converse. And yesterday she made this little thing for me. Like she spent like probably 20 minutes out of her night making me this cheat sheet for serving. And when I walked over and got it, she was on the phone. She's like, "Oh, sorry, this is she's like, "Oh, sorry, this is my this is my boyfriend's little sister." And I was like, "Bro, okay." And I just kind of sat there. I played it off cool. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then she like tried to hang up the phone. She's like, "Okay, we're gonna talk later. This is crazy. Okay, wait, let's talk later." And she like obviously didn't want to say whatever she was saying in front of me. So I don't know. I can't assume what she was talking about, but it's like I know that she is obsessed with me because number one, she was caught stalking me on my Instagram account and she was saying like I'm hot or whatever. And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be loyal to your boyfriend for you. I am not like interacting with her anymore because her boyfriend needs that. If she can't do it for him, I'm gonna do it for her. Like loyal to people I don't even know. And I was kind of impressed with myself because I've been in a similar situation before and I made the wrong decision, like morally, but I'm not putting myself first. I'm like, you know what? If you want me, you're gonna have to drop your boyfriend. I don't support cheating. Meditation, reconnecting my body and my mind to the same timeline, and that's awareness. I feel spread thin right now, creatively and artistically, but at the same time, it's kind of like I'm putting bowls out to catch more rain, and it's like the more rain I catch, I can bring it inside and I can trade it for more bowls. And so it's like I started with journaling and that was my main like creative outlet, and now it's like I have too much that I started doing these videos, and then in the future I want to make skits and write movies, do comedy, and make music. Those are my biggest occupations I want to work towards. But it's like there's so many things that I want to do, and I'm going to be more spread out as a vine. And right now I'm a baby, like in a vine sense, like I'm just crawling up the wall a little bit. And it's hard because it's like I don't yet have the resources or the skill or even awareness to tap into that infinite amount of data. Like there's billions of points of data that you can tap into, but we're only able to tap a couple at a time. So it's like I'm learning, but like there's so much that I want to create, and I want so much art, anything, like drawing, painting, like all of it. And it's like I feel like I'm at the point where I either need to slow down and have quality over quantity, because I don't want to have quantity over quality. You know, like I want to be a quality person, which means patience. And it kind of goes back to when I was reading Atomic Habits like 2 years ago, and they were saying like just master one habit at a time, even though if it takes a month, it's like over 6 months you'll basically change your life, or even a year you'll change your life. And then like a year later, it's like I only changed one thing, and that was a year ago, and that was at the end of senior year, and then I broke up with my girlfriend, and then I got my shit together. But, oh no. This guy's literally stopped in the middle of the road. This is the dude I was complaining about earlier. Look at him. Bro. I'm going on the side of the road. How did he get in front of me? That's crazy. I cut in front of him. Anyway. Yeah. So I have not yet fully tapped in to creativity. I feel it's difficult to journal a lot, make videos, read and draw. Like my pen is out of ink. I don't know what the hell that meant for a given day. Oh, okay, yeah. Like there's only so much I can draw right now, and it's like my ink amount is gone for the day, and it's gonna refill tomorrow or whatever. Sometimes I have more, sometimes I have less, but it's like I'm trying to figure out how I can maximize my ink per day, if that makes sense. I hope that analogy made sense. And clarity for the profound. That was what I'm kind of getting out of this, is like when I kind of feel unable to feel creativity and awe from anything, it gives me clarity for the very profound things. So it's kind of like the most amazing thoughts and such stick out to me. And that's kind of what journaling taught me, is like I started to only write the biggest things I thought throughout the day and the biggest things I did. And it taught me what are the most important things in growing my character and what are the least important. And then I can kind of filter that and add more, and like become the best version of myself. So anyways, I'm going to listen to music right now. I want to listen to this one song by Mac Miller called Clubhouse, because on the way to my car, I'm walking, and I hear this little from this car, and it goes, and like it's the start to the song. Anyway, have a great day, Nana. I love you. I've low-key been inconsistent with these videos, but I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna get my shit together. I've been sick a little bit, been all over the place, been training for serving, and which is awesome because it's like, yeah, it was really humbling. It's like, wow, I thought I had my shit together and I'm good, but it's like, here's something I'm completely new at and I suck. And it's like, oh, it feels so nice. Like, okay, I suck. I can finally like master something new. Like I can get good at it. And anyway, I'm excited. We just spent like probably 3 hours sanding this down full of all the rust and paint and tar and everything, using the sander and then by hand as well. And we have to finish this. We have to sand all of that. There's a ton still left on there, and it's about to rain right now. And then the back is all good. We're gonna oil it up right now, and then tomorrow we're gonna start painting it. And then we're gonna put the pans on it, fill in that gap. And then we're going to start putting panels on it, and then it'll be all good. It's actually starting to rain right now as we speak. But I have some, while we were sitting there, we were just listening to music. It was really actually nice to sit and listen to music for like 3 hours. But I was thinking a lot. I'm gonna share that in the car right now. All right, so I was really thinking a lot while I was sanding for like 3 hours, just sitting there. And number one, it's really nice to have things where there's no way to shortcut it. You just have to go through it. Like with sanding, like you just have to do it. And it's like, I find myself in there. Wow, that's so beautiful. But I find myself in there with like, how can I make this shorter? How can I make it easier? And I'm kind of like, oh, why isn't there an easy way? And then I was thinking when it comes to like music, I'm so passionate about music, and I really love writing songs, and I love singing, and I love rapping, but at the same time, I don't really rap that much. Like sometimes with friends, like actually for the past like 5 years, a lot of the time, wherever we're around a campfire, we'll freestyle, but it's like, it's not really part of me, but I want it to be, I don't know. But like when it comes to making music, I listen to Mac Miller, I listen to Joji, I listen to Dominic Fike, actually is one of my most inspirational ones, surprisingly. And well, I mean, Mac Miller is for sure, but Dominic Fike is more realistic to what I can do. Same thing with Childish Gambino and Joji. They did it later in their career with music. And it's like, I can't wait for myself to be able to do that. But it's really sad because like, that's something I'm so passionate about and I crave to do so badly, but I have no idea how to, and I have nobody around me that wants to do it. And I have no guidance or anything, so it's like, come on. Alright, cool. It is filming. Like, it makes me really sad. And I don't know how to change that. I mean, when I did go skiing, like, last 2 months ago or something like that, it was like, I met this lady who owns a studio, and she gave me her number, and then I told her, I was like, over the ski trip, I'm writing a song right now. I still haven't even started that song. And it's like that, it's not analysis paralysis, it's kind of like writer's block, but it's also like, I just write other things. Like, I write skits, and it comes way more naturally. And I think of a lot of things to write about, but I don't know how to actually write them. Damn. Look at that impatient little boy. But it's like, I'm really sad about that. And it's like, I don't know how any of the music works. I don't know how any of the music industry works. I don't know how, like, I want to start so badly, but I need guidance, and I don't know how to manifest that. It makes me really sad. Obviously, like, there's no way around it. I just have to start doing it and get better. But it's easier when you have people around you helping you, like mentoring you. Like, kind of Mac Miller had Wiz Khalifa mentoring him, and then he had people making beats for him and probably helping him rap and learn how to rap better. And it's like, I wish that I had that. And it's like, maybe that's just not my thing. It seems like comedy might be my thing, and I'm avoiding that. And same thing with acting. But who knows? That's truly my biggest dream, is to be a musician. And I think, honestly, I need to learn to detach from it. Like I was saying earlier, it's like, when you need it, it will not happen for you. And it's like, I need it to get out. When I'm kind of almost relying on it for my future success. I think maybe that's what it is. But I don't know. I just feel so stuck. But besides that, I feel super, super, super tired right now. Very sore from my 200 push-ups, 200 squats, and 20 backflips yesterday at the park after we meditated and such. And then right now we're on the trampoline for an hour and a half after standing for 3 hours, and it started raining a little bit. And now I'm gonna go to Costco and get a bunch of mac and cheese and chicken and probably some meal preps. So, yeah. I don't know. Right now I have $3,500 to put towards a car to flip, and I'm stuck with this. Like, I've been like this for the past 2 years, where I have all that I need to start, and it's like, I just don't. And I don't know what, and it's like, I tell myself I'm really passionate about something, and then it's like that dream dies. The omens stop coming at me, and it's like, I just don't know I just feel so trapped. And I've had this with YouTube before, and it makes me very sad. Like, it feels like, where are all the people that I need? Where are they? I feel like I have people that support me, but there's not people that work with me and help me make myself better. And it's hard. Maybe that'll happen once I move out, and I just meet new people. But I don't know. That's why I kind of want this YouTube thing to work, because it'll allow me a broader audience, and it'll allow me to network with like higher achieving people, and it'll get me where I want to go. But other than that, it's just like, there's so much that I want to do, and I don't know how. And I'm just incredibly sad about that. But yeah, back to Costco. I'm getting macaroni because I've not been eating carbs lately. I've not been eating my rice, because rice, I'm so sick of eating it. And so I'm gonna get a bunch of potatoes, eat a potato a day, and probably like 2 boxes of macaroni. And then with my 1.5 quesadillas with a full can of chicken, and then also a little meal prep of meat, probably like lemongrass chicken, and that'll be my food for the whole day. And then also my chia seed pudding. That's a lot of food. But I don't know. I think that's partially why my energy's been so low for the past like 3 weeks. It's just, I've been very active and very outside. I'm like, I look very dark. Like, the tan line on my ass is incredible. It looks like somebody put like charcoal on Michael Jackson after his surgery. And I don't know. But yeah, I think I need carbs, and I also need better rest. I need to reset my circadian rhythm. Also yesterday, my second serving shift, the lady that trained me was sick, and so she didn't really do anything, and it made me mad because I made like $200 in tips, and she took all of it because it was under her name. I was like, what the hell? And then I get an email this morning from my actual boss saying that, like, she's like, you need to take the job way more seriously. And I was like, what the fuck? And then basically I've just put two and two together that the lady that was sick, she's probably on her period because it's the beginning of the month and like 80% of girls are on the period right now. So I'm gonna blame it. I'm gonna blame her for that. But she was definitely complaining about me because I know exactly what it was. It was one time I was in the kitchen and I just didn't know to go check up on these people, and I didn't check on them, and then I was sitting in the kitchen like waiting, and then she was for the food to come up, and she's like, what the hell? So whatever, but that's my fault. Can't blame anybody but myself. But I don't know, I'm excited for that. And then also the owner of the store yesterday, his name was Liam, he was drunk and he was there, and he came up to me when I was standing next to Sabrina right as I clocked in. Sabrina is the lady that snitched on me, and also took all the tips. She didn't tip me out either. She didn't even give me some of it. What a bitch move. Last night and the night before. But the owner came up and he's like, you better like respect her and listen to her. And I'm like, yeah, of course. And he's like, no, you better be like, I'm serious. This is the best server in the whole place. I'll fucking fire you if you don't. I'm like, bro. So I don't know. I'd be really sad if I lost that job because that's like literally like happy place. No, not happy place. Like I love that job and I make really good money there, and it allows me to go do whatever I want. So I don't know. I'm very tired right now, and very sad that I tend to just not work towards what I want to do, and it seems like everything that gravitates towards me is what I don't want to do, like comedy and all that. Like it seems like that's really natural, and money, like but I don't want to do that. I want to make music and live in analog, like, because I know I'm going to be forgotten. So it's like, what does it matter if I have a bunch of money? What does it matter if I'm funny as hell? Like, what does it matter if what does it matter if I do anything? But it's like, making music will make me so happy because I love listening and I want to create it so badly. I was also thinking, like, with Dominic Fike, it's just like, I don't understand. How do people get there? Like, how do they get to that point? Like, how do they get a record? How does record deals work? And how do people make beats for you and help you with that? Like, I don't really know how to play any instrument. It's just, I think part of my problem is that I think I need to learn everything before I start, which is just analysis paralysis. I think I need to learn an instrument before I start, but it's like, if somebody's really good at, like, telling a story lyrically, then somebody will notice and help them out. So I think I just need to practice that. But like I was about to say, is like I tend to avoid doing exactly what I want to do, and I do something around it, you know. So anyway, that's pretty much it. A lot of mental dump. Yeah. Oh, also, while we were standing, I was telling Ethan, I was like, what if we went to, like, Hollywood and we pitched a reality TV show of just us? Because, like, when you really think about it, we're living a reality TV. Like, Ethan and I are, like, two young bodybuilders throwing around a bunch of money, or at least about to have a bunch of money. We're both going to have, like, multiple 5 figures. And we're just making exotic cars on a farm, helping with animals, and we travel around, and they do Fire Knife, and they're going to be like in Gordon's applying to Cirque du Soleil, and they're going to the World Championship for Fire Knife. And what else? I'm technically a YouTuber, and I want to be a musician, so it's like we got some pretty great character, but I don't know. I thought it would be funny because, like, I could totally see us having I can totally see people following us around with a camera and actually making it an entertaining TV show. Because people low-key would watch what we do. Like, we have a fantastic life. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we literally get to just play all day, and you go home really tired. and we make a lot of money doing it. Which is actually funny because it's like, if I'm doing this at 19, like, I don't even need to listen to whatever people have to say. Like, oh, you need to get a job here. I'm like, fuck you. I don't care. I'm not doing your shit. I'm doing what I love to do. And I'm going to fucking kill it because I have no choice and I have one life. I'm not going to live your dreams. I'm going to live my dreams. Thank you very much. So, anyway, I'm out. You're getting the raw side of Enzo right now because I'm so exhausted. I don't have time to beat around the bush. On a side note, I just went into Costco. I got some macaroni. I got some bao, some little dumpling things. I got some more peanut butter. I got some kale. I got some carrots to put into my macaroni when I put meat in it too. I'm gonna get like 7 meal preps from, or like meal prepared meat from Costco or from Vons because it's like $5 cheaper at Vons, which is funny. And then I got this whole pizza to myself. Oh yeah, 4,000 calories, baby. Probably like 100 grams of protein out of cheese, so it doesn't really count. And then right now, Dad just asked if he wants to play chess or backgammon. I was gonna sit and start writing some bars to that song, but we're just gonna go. It is filming, yay! I'm gonna go film or play with, just hang out with Dad because we haven't hung out in a while, and then eat this whole pizza. Get some carbs in my body. Oh, I also got potatoes. There's 14 in there, so 1 for each day for 2 weeks, and then I'll be good. So, all right, low-key, bumping music and dancing, and especially with a shopping cart is so, it's like meditative. I feel so relaxed now. I feel like in a way better mood. And then also just how mopey everyone is over there, and like instead of feeding into it and being like, just like being super positive to the point people are like watching you as if you're like just like, they're like, what? Like, what are you so happy for? And then like at the pizza waiting for it, being all joyful and cracking jokes with people, it's like making them smile. Feels great. So anyways, I'm out. Have a great day. For the 3rd time. Okay, you know what? I have one more thought actually. And it's actually I don't know how to put this because it's not quite appropriate, but the whole point of having a system of challenging yourself is not to go the longest and then be like, oh, I lost. Like, it's just keep doing it. And it's like, no matter, it doesn't matter if you didn't do it as long as last time, like you didn't prevail as long as the last time, and like you didn't give in. And sometimes you give in on purpose so that you can have like clarity and you can have a fresh start, or not a fresh start as Ethan was pointing out. Ethan, my stepbrother, is like, you just redirect. You just keep moving forward. So it's like, the point is to stay in the system, not to win it. So just thought I'd say that.